Okay. So thank you all for joining this call. I welcome all of you to this wonderful training session where we have planned to have the digital transformation in terms of AI technologies. So today we are going to cover the technologies in AI for the vibe coding concepts, and after that we are going to cover the security area in AI. Then, if we have time, we are going to cover the cloud portion. Okay, so how AI dominates in the cloud technologies. So, without any further delay, I'm going to hand over this training to Mrs. Alamelu. Before that, let me play a small video for everyone understanding about today's training. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Can all of you see my screen? Okay. So, audience in this call, can you type yes in the chat or give a thumbs up? Thank you. I will hand over this call to Alamelu. Welcome, Alamelu. I will stop my sharing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And very happy to meet everyone here for this AI training on byte coding. Let me share my screen first. Right. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All right.
Yes, can see this.
Perfect. Okay, let me introduce myself. I hope some of the participants have already attended the previous session, which I conducted. I'm Alamelu, lecturer and mentor, teaching in a tertiary institute in Singapore. I'm also a tech and AI speaker. Just to give some little background, currently I'm working under artificial intelligence and data engineering. And some of the certifications which I did is a Scrum, a certified Scrum Master, AWS, some of the certifications in AI practitioner, cloud practitioner, and all these things. But without a delay, I just want to start. Today's session is about byte coding. So basically, when it comes to coding, we all have a fear. We call it as a phobia, like, oh, coding. Oh my God, like how many lines of code? Which language do I need to, understand? So can I quick check with you? The participants here, do you have some background in coding? Maybe you can just say something, maybe yes, no, or something about it. Maybe in the chat. So maybe I just assume some of you might be familiar with some part of programming languages. But majority of us, maybe a lot of new tools and techniques is coming out. Maybe I'm not very sure. I just know, but I'm not very proficient in coding. That's why the past 2 years, generative AI is in peak. Like large language models is in existence. So there's a new concept called vibe coding. That is, anyone can code. So probably I'll be handling for 15 to 20 minutes. Then within this 15 to 20 minutes, I just want to guarantee that I can make you to create one application for yourself. It can be a website, it can be one app with a front end and back end, like with a very nice UI UX, with a database. You can do that. That's what we're going to see. Yeah, can you hear me? Sorry, I think some of the
audience in this call, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, you need to mute your mic, audio. All right. Okay, the first thing is you need to have some understanding about byte coding. So everybody is talking about byte coding. So I'm going to show you what is byte coding for beginners. So traditional coding, meaning you need to learn the programming languages like C, C++, Java, or some other programming languages. You need to, like learn the coding from the beginning. You need to type the code line by line to understand. This is how I learned. during my school days, during my university days, and even when I started teaching for my students, we did the same. Like we taught them the syntax and semantics and how the if statement should look like and all these things. So this requires a strong technical knowledge and it's time intensive. So we can't develop an application like within 1 day or 2 days. That is impossible. All right. So you need to learn the language, get in-depth understanding. All right. All these things. Then you design the app. After you design the app, still you need to do the debugging, testing, and all these things. So without knowledge, you cannot do the traditional coding. But here, the vibe coding is totally different, which you are seeing here at the right-hand side. That is, you can speak to the LLM. You can just tell the LLM that, a large language model, you can tell the LLM, I want a website, so and so. This is how I want my website to look like. This is the background color. And these are the menu bars that is needed. So you can just talk to the system and the system will design the code for you. That is called as byte coding. All right. Maybe you might be surprised. Is it possible to do like that or not? Yeah, I'm going to show you a demo, how it works. All right. At the same time, you might be wondering, how is it possible? Is it possible to create 10 pages or 20 pages or 30 pages? You don't need to worry about the number of pages. You just need to have a concept in your mind and just carry on with the prompting. We call it as prompting. Prompting means asking a right question to the large language model. If you know how to prompt properly, you'll get the results correctly. All right. So this is how the byte coding works. So you don't need to have intensive coding knowledge. You can on the spot create the application. But there are some, like pros and cons of these approaches, which we are going to see in detail. All right. So this is the byte coding means this is AI powered. This is purely leveraged on large language model to assist your coding journey. All right. So you don't need to know about the syntax semantics. The code will be generated by the system. So you get the full freedom of, you just talk to the machine to create the application. So it's something like some of the platforms are like low code and no code, meaning no need coding, some is low code. Okay, actually, you just, whatever I just said, the same thing is given here. It's the nature, it's to programming through the generative AI. So the coding is done through the intent. We are going to express, I need the app for so and so, and the app should be very modern, very contemporary look. The app should have designed using this kind of framework, these kind of database. You can tell anything you want. So actually, this vibe coding approach was first designed by this person, Enrich Karpathy, and it was very powerful. For me, I personally utilize vibe coding for many of the applications. Okay, the very important thing is power of prompting. All this Gen AI tools is very powerful, right? Correct? Everybody is using ChatGPT, but I can't say everybody is using in a correct way. It's like rubbish. You just type something wrong, you get the output. It's like garbage in and garbage out. So asking right question is an art. So you should know how to prompt properly, the power of prompting. So you need to be very specific, provide break it down. You cannot provide like a one page or one paragraph together. So break it down into smaller context, small task. All right, provide context. There must be a meaning and how your structure should look like when it comes to coding, when it comes to app development. All right, so one time you generate the app is not going to be full-fledged. Definitely you need few iterations. Like the first time I generate the app, it's not very much to what I actually want. So in this case, what you can do is you can provide some more prompting. You can redesign the app. Still talking, maybe you go to the shop, you tell them that I need this kind of electronic device, like a different model. You just talk to the customer service, right? Something like that. You just talk to the app. So iterate it intelligently. This is how it works. So you can see the final line. This is really like a very, very important slogan. Great prompts is equal to better code and faster results. All right. So your prompt should be perfect. All right. This is a simple example. So you go to the shop. You should know what to ask to the person who's there in the shop, right? The customer service person, like what kind of blouse or pants you want. I need a yellow color blouse. I need a brown color pants. If you don't tell them, they also don't know, right? They might be wondering, oh, you just come there to look, see. All right. The same thing in byte coding, you must clearly tell the tools, the byte tools, what you actually want. All right. So you need to be very specific in what you actually want. Okay. Nowadays we no need to worry about typing lengthy code, something like this. No need to worry about the syntax semantics. You just need to have a clear idea, and then the good prompting skills. Gen AI will handle all the implementation, including the syntax, logics, libraries, everything. You just accelerate the development, edit, review, and deploy. That's it. So your byte coding application will be ready. So all the way, you might be wondering, Madam, all the way you have been talking about vibe coding. Is there any specific tools? For example, if you want to create PowerPoint, you're using PowerPoint, right? If you want to create slides, you're using PowerPoint. If you want to create a doc like letters or notes, you're using Microsoft Word. If you want to perform calculations, you're using Excel. Similarly, when it comes to vibe coding, we are having a lot of tools available. Some are let me start with the low code and no code one, meaning you don't need to write even a single line of code. Lovable, Bolt, V0 Vercel. This is from Vercel Replit. There are many tools available. Okay. All these you just need to sign in. But if you ask me that is everything free? No, definitely not. But to a certain extent, it's free. A certain number of tokens is free. So you just need to go and explore. Then eventually you know which platform is free and how many tokens is available and all these things. Then you also have from Amazon, you have Amazon Q, you have GitHub Copilot, Cursor. Cursor is the IDE. Windsurf is the IDE. Still, it supports vibe coding. All right. So these are some of the examples of vibe coding tools. So today I'll be showing one of the tools. Maybe we can explore Bolt. All right, prompting. When it comes to prompting, these are the 4 things which you need to keep in your mind. Structure of effective prompt. There must be an intent. What are you actually building? Are you building a website? Are you building an application? Maybe you might be having an idea to start a business, maybe a tuition center or something. Then my intent is to create an app for a tuition center. All right. Why? What should it feel like? It should motivate, the app should motivate the students to join, right? So that's a vibe. Style and constraint. What kind of tech stack you need? You need to build using JavaScript, HTML, what kind of MERN stack, what kind of technical expertise is needed. You can give the choice. But if you don't give the choice, still it will choose by itself. Then how you want the output to look like, how many pages, how many, like you need a home page, contact us, how many pages is needed. So all these can be included. Okay, I'm showing example prompting. Super simple. Create a landing page for a meditation app. I think one of you, you need to mute. All right, thank you so much. Okay, create a landing page for meditation app. The vibe should be calm and, with a soft gradient background. So the vibe is given here. At the same time, I'm just telling, use React and Tailwind. This is the technical stack I want for the app. All right. And give me the full component. So for me, I just need to type few lines of code. That's it. You'll get the app. We're going to see that practically. But before we step into this vibe coding, I just want to show some more thing. It'll give you an app, but that is not maybe the first time output may be good, but I'm not very sure. You need refinement in prompting. All right. So once you do something, you need to check through whether is the result is okay or not. Still, you can make it, like you can edit the prompts here and there. I'm going to show you practically. All right. Some of the best practices in vibe coding are prompt engineering is really very important. Actually, in industry, there's a new role called prompt engineers. You can just go Google to find the job opportunities. Prompt engineering is a new emerging job role. So you can search for that. So prompt engineering, the syntax, you should know how to write the prompt with the intent, context, constraints, and everything. And, design with a mood or outcome, how you want, what is the outcome needed, and iteration. Definitely one iteration is not enough. Few iterations is needed. All right. And final part is a coding. All right. Vibe coding. All the way I'm saying vibe coding is so fantastic, but definitely there are pros and cons, positive and negative aspect. When it comes to risk, can you wholesale take whatever given by ChatGPT? You're asking ChatGPT to write a letter to your employer. Can you just copy and paste, send the letter to your employer? Cannot write. Human verification is really very important. Likewise, vibe coding, like there are some risk. Understanding Gen AI does not understand, like sometimes the result given by Gen AI may not be appropriate. The coding might have some errors, some, like bugs and everything, some security issues. So what can you do? For person with some coding background, this complements, this is really an advantage. You save a lot of time. Maybe 90% of your time you just save because the coding is already generated by this vibe coding tools, and 10% of the time you just look through, and if there's any mistakes, if you're proficient in coding, you know where to go and edit. All right. So for those people who don't know coding, this is something like awareness. So technology is growing in such a rapid pace. You don't even need to know coding. Just by talking, you can create the app. But for people with coding, it's really this kind of vibe coding tools is really useful because it increases the productivity. All right. And also there's ethical concern, like who owns the code, because the code is generated by Gen AI. Who owns the code? We can still download the code and bring it to our own server and everything. Okay, we call this as crashboard. The vibe coding risk, in short form, we call it as crashboard. Contradiction, all right. Sometimes I say A, ChatGPT might give me the result as B or C. Then sometimes I face this issue. Then I type, hey, your result is wrong. Can you double check or not? Then the ChatGPT or Gen AI tool will be replying, oh, sorry, apologies for my mistake. Then it will go and correct its mistake. So contradictions are possible, repetition, unnecessarily. Sometimes the coding is not straightforward. It might be doing unnecessary coding, repetition, ambiguity with errors, stereotyping, definitely reflection of, bias, assumptions is not possible, hallucination, then overgeneralization, all right? Applying ideas in a very broad way. Toxicity, harmful, offensive content should not be there. All right, all these are the risks in vibe coding. So the benefits, when it comes to benefits, definitely it increases the productivity. I'm going to show the practical now. So after seeing the practical, you'll be amazed to see the efficiency, creativity, and all these things. All right. So in summary, vibe coding is not the end of programming. All right. It's really a beginning of new kind of creative human AI collaboration. So this is what I want to share here. And now let's switch to the practical application. Okay, I open Google. I'm going to type Bolt. There are many, many apps available, right? So I just type Bolt. Later. Okay, this is the one which you're going to use, bolt.new. All right. You just type bolt.new. Otherwise, you just Google, type Bolt, B-O-L-T. That's it. Super simple. All right, now we are in bolt.new. Okay, you just need to type your prompt here. I showed you a prompt, right? I already copied the prompt. Okay, create a landing page for meditation. I'm not super fast in typing, but I already saved this prompt. That's why I managed to paste it here. Create a landing page for meditation app. The vibe should be calm and minimalistic. Minimalistic, soft gradient, minimal with soft. Okay, minimal. Okay, let me check one more time. Minimalistic with soft gradient background with simple GIF images, graphics images. Use React and Tailwind. Turn the full component code. I'm just going to click this arrow sign. That's it. You need to sign in. Okay, I'm going to sign in. I'm already a user of this bolt.new. So I'm going to use the same. It's a simple authentication. All right. Okay, I don't want to do all these things, but you can share a little bit about yourself. Not now. All right, I give my prompt here, right? So it's thinking the Bolt, the Gen AI tool for vibe coding started creating the app. All right, your preview will appear here. All right, let's go to the coding part and see how it looks like. All right, it already created these pages. Bolt, SRC, Git Igno, like Gitno, index.html, started writing the code packages. It also depends on the speed of your internet. So it will be very fast. It's reading. So it's trying to understand and figure out how to use React and Tailwind. All right. So it's going to start 2 actions taken. So slowly, maybe within maybe less than 5 minutes, your app will be ready. All right. Okay, let's wait here. Yes, it started doing all these things. So meanwhile, let's take a look. The preview is not yet ready. Let's take a look at the code part. So it's starting to create. So slowly, one by one. So once, okay, the coding is going at the back end here, and this is a database, all right? So it's just, for us, currently we don't have any database. This is for pro users, but still can do that. Okay, maybe let me do it from the beginning. I start a new chat. Okay, I think some technical hiccups. Maybe I start from the beginning. Bolt.new. Let's do it from the beginning. Not just Bolt, there's also another app called lovable.dev. Meanwhile, when waiting for this, maybe I can also open lovable.dev, see which one is super fast. I open a new tab. All right, lovable.dev. So meanwhile, I switch here to see how is the progress. So still lagging. Never mind, we go here. All right, the same prompt I'm just going to give in lovable.dev. This is also another byte coding tool. Again, you need to sign in using a Gmail. For trying all these tools, don't use your personal Gmail address. It's always good to have another secondary address to access all these free tools and services. Okay, I'm going to skip all these things. Okay, let's see. Create a landing page for meditation app. Okay, let's see whether any improvements here. Not yet. So let's use this. At the top, you can see this is the preview, and this is analytics, and this is code. So it's just starting with all the coding themes and everything. Let's see what we get. Actually, in my prompt, I have given as React and Tailwind. In case if you take out React and Tailwind, it might be super fast because it doesn't need to apply a particular framework. So it will choose the framework, whichever is easier. So I didn't write even a single line of code. All these are written by the byte coding tool. Okay, just imagine if a person need to write these lines of codes, how many hours it will take. Okay, look at this. So many lines of codes. 500, 600, 700. Oh, it's going on and on and on. It's a JSON file, 1000 plus 2000. I don't know, it's going to be never ending. Okay. See here? Actually, this lovable.dev is super fast. The coding part is almost done. You didn't write even a single line of code. Let's see the preview part, whether the app is ready. Yes, the meditation app is ready. All right. Wait, let me see. Even you can publish the app. It's going to be super fast. I'm going to, okay, I see whether we can see it in a big screen or not. It's okay. Let me publish this. I publish my project. See here. Zen Gradient Lovable App. This is a name, the website address. You want, you can change. You can give a custom domain name here. I just click publish. So if a person don't have the expertise, like creating a website, publishing a website, all these things is not easy. But even though it's in a public space, but still it is an experience for you how to use vibe coding and create an app for yourself. So it gives a very nice, okay, this is the URL. All right. Okay, let me open the URL here. This is an app which we created using vibe coding in less than 5 minutes time. Look at this. Start your journey, guided meditation for calmer mind and all these things. Click what happens. Start your journey. At the bottom, you see your path to mindfulness and guided meditation, breathing exercise. Actually, we just ask for the landing page, right? But if you ask for in-depth details, include breathing exercise page, sleep stories, all these things. So your vibe coding tool will create it. All right. So this is a page which we created just now using vibe coding. So, yep, I'm done with my part. Yeah, Maya, back to you. And for the participants here, I believe you learned something new in vibe coding, and hope you can apply this for your to improve your AI knowledge and skill sets, and for your workplace as well. Thank you so much. If anybody having questions, you can just drop the message in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alamelu, for delivering this vibe coding technologies.
Yeah.
It's really helpful to know about Zero coding and how to learn AI or how to make a model using the vibe coding. So thank you very much. So participants in this call, if you have any questions, please feel free to type the questions here. Also later, if you have queries, you can SMS or mail us. No problem. At any time, we'll clarify. Without any further delay, I will welcome Brother Anuj to share the AI security overview. Welcome, Anuj. Anuj, can you hear us? Anuj said he's on the call. Okay, so while we are waiting for Anuj, I welcome Brother Saravanan to share the technologies about cloud. Hello, Saravanan. Can you go ahead and unmute yourself and start the sharing?
Hi Maya, so I don't have any presentation today, but I will be taking something next week. So basically the RAG model, retrieval augmented generation based chatbots today, right? So organizations might have the HR documents in multiple places so that new joinees will not be able to know the policies. So they have to actually ask their seniors or go here and there to search for the HR policies. So today what organizations are doing is they will actually generate their own chatbot kind of thing, right? So these chatbots, right? So the access should be accessible from the internal employees, from the intranet page of the organization, so that they can easily go there, go to the chatbot, and then just type just like a prompt engineering, and they should actually come to know all the basically policies of the HR, basically, right? So the workday policies, medical policies, salaries, allowances, all these things. So I'm working in NatWest group of company, bank. It's a Euro-based bank. In our company also, we have a internal chatbot where actually we can actually log in to know about all the policies, not only HR policies. Basically, technology-oriented information also we can actually get it from the chatbot. So this concept that I'm going to take either by next week or next week with a RAG-based simple chatbot. How we can develop the RAG-based simple chatbot with a database, Pine database, so that so we can actually see So it can be helpful to the enterprise, even solutions architect who are actually working in companies who can actually build their own chatbots. Yep, that's all from my side. So I will be preparing the slides as well as demo, simple demo, and then try to present it by next week Sunday.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Saravanan. Without further delay, I will pass it to Brother Anuj. Anuj, can you unmute yourself? Let me know if there is any technical challenge.
Hi folks, this is Anuj Singh and I'm working as a security consultant with KPMG, and I have about 5 years of experience in different security domains including BAVE, API, mobile, internal, external networks, BAPE3 and so on actually, right? I'm actively engaged in security including internal and external environment for the international clients including UK, Europe and USA as well. Now, okay, so there are a few things that I would again, I have a lot of slides, but I did not prepare particular to this AI security. So I'm gonna give you the overview of broad range of security that because when you are learning about security, it's not about that you would be learning particular thing, right? You have to go beyond that. So I'll give you the overview right away. So there are two things, okay, in security. Actually, three things that we have to keep in mind. The first and foremost, that anything like if you go for finance, if you go for healthcare, if you go for any database, anything, there is the upper management we call it, right? The security market which you see, it is done by them only, which is called compliance. In the compliance part, you have GRC, government and risk compliance. We often call it ISO, Information Security Organization, right? Or so this goes by compliance. That's the first factor. The second one is defensive security. Defensive security, when we talk about, we are talking about malwares, we are talking about incident response, we are talking about threat hunting, we are talking about security operation centers. And the third is offensive security. So when we talk about offensive, it's a very broad range. It requires a lot of in the offensive, it has multiple sub branches. Like if you want, there is a application security, you have network security, you have API security, you have like in application, you have BAPE security, you have this Android security, you have iOS security, you have threat modeling, you have secure code review, and you have AI security and so on, blockchain security. So now what are we focusing on? We are focusing on security, that means breaking the things. When we talk about AI security, we want to make sure if the AI is can be manipulated or not. Like suppose you might have just seen, right, that you were able to give a prompt to a existing model, like for the AI security, you guys mostly use Llama, right? That's the one of the best. There is a restriction in AI security, which is most of the models which is available now, right now, they are totally not I mean they are not completely free to use. Like even if you have this Llama, Facebook, which they have introduced, you can use it, but they are still I mean they are monitored, right? You cannot just go ahead and ask something that hey, I am trying to exploit this network, I am trying to exploit this web application, I am trying to take over this mobile, give me the prompt, give me the command. No, you cannot get that. Okay, so that is where the prompt injection comes in action. You just learn about prompt engineering. That is a development part of an AI engineer, where there you can develop the application. So similar way, there is something called prompt injection. So when we talk about prompt injection, we are talking about how to coordinate with how to talk with AI and get the sensitive information out of it. You might have learned something about that I mean I can see like the okay, you all of the models, if I try to get your version details, if I try to ask other user details or other user chat details, because whatever you are putting there in AI, it will be safe for sure. Only if you are hosting it in your local environment, but that will require a lot of memories. So that's the only safe way. But if you are using any cloud environment, like using Chrome or any other browser to access the any model, I'm talking about either Grok you use, ChatGPT, or any model, or even Llama, all your data is being stored somewhere. Okay, so prompt injection or AI security, when we talk about like chatbots, we talk about models, we talk about AI based applications, we talk about AI based tools. Okay, you would need to test it. If it gives you the information about the other users, other like their internal servers, their like a personal information, that is AI security. But in broad, you cannot be just AI security. Okay, you would need to learn beyond that, because if you want to get into security, you would need to understand the application architecture. That's the utmost important point, because if you want to learn just AI security, that is not enough. I mean, I'm talking about a corporate overview. For being skilled, learning AI security is enough. I mean, you can learn it, but if you want to prepare yourself for a corporate, then learning only AI security will not be sufficient. You would need to learn the application security. That is, and when we talk about application security, we talk about web security, we talk about API security, we talk about Android security. We do talk about threat modeling, we talk about secure code review. These comes together, and then it gives you, and we call it this application security. Somehow AI security also comes under application security only. So you would need to prepare in that way. Or if you want to learn the offensive security part, where there you can exploit the active directory. Means all the organization, even the we are on the call using Zoom, right? It all the data is being managed in the active directory. Even internal network, how the external server will connect to internal, everything is managed on either on Azure AD or just AD. If it is a if they are using Microsoft, and almost every enterprise using Microsoft nowadays. So this is what big I can bring to the table, not limited to AI, but overall security approach, which can help you to like fulfill yourself and be confident enough to talk about any mode of security. Like if you get into conversation with anyone, and if they ask you any sort of questions related to security, you should be able to. Now it should not be limited to just prompt injection. Okay, you would need to go beyond, and I can bring that to the table. If you guys have any sort of questions, feel free to ask me. Thanks, guys.
Anuj, are you going to share screen or your talk is over?
I have prepared, but I have a lot of content, but I have not simulated it in a way which is
Okay.
okay. So probably I have the attacks which I have performed. Okay, let me. If you want, I can show you, but I would say please don't record this.
Yeah, maybe I'll pause the recording. Yeah, to my recording. So, people who are new to cyber security and some of the security technologies, we will have some courses in the future. Anuj, is that okay? Can I share your training details in future? If any people want to learn the technologies, they can go through.
Certainly, and I will share the one like a detailed PDF or like a power view of representation of my like what I can give in the mode of training, including all the from to BEP to AI. So you can just share that. Yeah.
So you want to share it now?
Yeah, I have prepared, but that was limited one. I will share the broad one.
Okay, no problem. For time being, I will share the Naresh profile. So, as you all see here, Anuj is one of the professional, right, working for the cyber security and the various domain, and his colleague Naresh from Malaysia. I got to know from him. I met him directly. So he is also one of the professional working with Naresh. He has very good knowledge in AI and data science, cyber security, digital marketing, and project management and various technologies. Okay, so in the future when we have the physical session or the virtual session, I would like to use their team to upskills ours in order to get to promotion or grow in the technologies. Especially Singapore, they are looking for a lot of knowledge from us, right? Yeah, in future definitely we will use them for them to teach about more about AI, cyber security area, IoT, and the various digital technologies. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is what I would like to share. With this, we have come to conclusion of this training. If any one of you have questions, you can post it now. Later also, you can send it to us via email. We will clarify. So today we have covered the detailed information or some advanced concept about AI with the vibe coding, then AI security and the cloud technologies. So by this month we are going to complete the AI overview. Next we'll move it with cyber security, cloud, and various technologies. Okay. So today I want to thank everyone for joining this call. If you have any queries, feel free to reach out to us. Okay. So thank you for joining this call. Happy learning. Thank you so much. Bye. See you. Have a wonderful day ahead.